You are overwhelmed at work. I know this almost for sure, because we all are in this age. But how to stop it? How to start coming home early with a peace of mind? I will tell you what will not work. For working faster. But I do have a solution which you might have never considered. What to do if I have more work than I can handle? That is the most frequent question that I got asked on my time management trainings. And let's have a look on strategies that people use in that situation. The strategy number one is to work overtime. That could work short term, but in the long term, if you work overtime every day for weeks and months, that will not solve the problem and will only help you to burn out. Because if you work overtime, you get more work from your team and you will never finish your to-do list anyway. So there is a second strategy that people use, working faster. People often think, okay, so if I will be able to work faster, to process more email, check more tasks on my to-do list in a day, my problems will go away. This is one of the biggest illusions of personal productivity. It will not. Because if you become faster than the other people in your team, the only thing that will happen is that your manager will give you more work because you're faster. So let's give you more work. And there is infinite work in every team, in every company. So it's not possible to reach infinity. So you will never be finished. So working faster will only make you more stressed, and it's a highway to burnout. Another strategy that people use is just to give up. They say, okay, whatever, I just have too much work, just whatever. I just go home at 5 every day. And the unfinished work gets piled up, people get angry because you're not responding, it never leads to anything good. It's not a good strategy. And when people are really desperate, their solution is to quit, okay, with the hope that it will be better at a different job. And the answer is, it will be not. It will be the same everywhere. But there is a secret strategy, a fifth strategy that not a lot of people know about, and not a lot of people think it is allowed. And the secret strategy is negotiate. So let's understand why managers are, overwhelming their people with tasks, more tasks that they can handle. And the reason is quite simple. Managers typically are quite busy people, and they are not able to keep track how much is on plates of their individual team members. So the solution they use is they just give more work and they give you more and more tasks until somebody starts to resist, and that's it. So I really believe that the responsibility for keeping the right level of workload is not up to your manager, but it's up to you. And you are responsible for that, and you should negotiate that. And there is a great question that comes from the book Essentialism by Greg McKeown, and it's like that. Boss, if this is a new priority what you're giving to me, what other things should I deprioritize to be able to work on that? So if I work on A, B, and C, and now you're giving me D, I can only do 3 things at once. So which of the A, B, and C should I stop working on, or should I delay? And that's a fair thing. So if you ask this question to your boss, the good tip is to be ready to a question. So what are you working on right now? So it's good to have a list of things you're working on and your expected workload on those things, so you can negotiate better. And generally, people feel terrified when I suggest this solution, coming to their boss and saying no to their boss, because people believe that you are required to do everything your boss tells you. But it's not true. You are only required to do things you commit to. And if you say no, that's okay. That's perfectly normal to negotiate. okay? And most of the managers are open to negotiation, and it's usually easier than you think. I had the same experience. I went to my manager and said that, like, I can't handle this new task, because I'm overloaded. And the manager told me like, okay, no problem. Let's give it to somebody else, or let's just delay it, like whatever, I understand. I was like, oh my God, that's really good. And I really felt a big relief and a big sense of control of my work life. And that became a habit, to negotiate with my manager and saying no to my manager. So it's allowed, it's possible, and I encourage you to do it. Because if you start doing it, your manager will respect you. If there is no negotiation with your manager, if he's not open to this kind of discussion, probably you need to change your manager. But most of the people are perfectly okay with that. They will welcome that, and your life will be better, and you will be less stressed, more successful at your work, and you will go home early. And that's what we want, and that's what I wish will be possible in your work life.